successive government means citizens and mining communities will continue to fail to see benefit. Also, police urges calm as it begins investigation into a viral video in which a female victim is seen being subjected to inhumane and degrading treatment by individuals in the northern part of the country. But analysts say the police must hasten efforts into the investigations.
I would urge the security services to, as a matter of national security priority, ensure that these hoodlums behind this act are strictly arrested and put behind bars and possibly prepared for court.
Also this morning, heavy vehicular traffic predicted on a number of key routes in the capital from today to October 31 to make way for the construction of flyover on the Accra-Tema motorway, and much later family of father and son electrocuted while in the shower seek justice for the avoidable death due to defective electric water heater. We have an exclusive with the family. Details if you stay with us for the next 10 minutes. A pleasure that you could be a part of this morning's bulletin. It's streaming live on Facebook. Our handles 3FM927. I am Eruic Mawuena Egbeta. Let's get into the details now. And former Chief Executive of the Minerals Commission, Dr. Tony Obeng, says Ghanaians will continue not to enjoy the full benefit of the country's rich mineral resource until successive governments plan properly. The comment comes after Ghana regained its status as a leading producer of gold on the African continent after a 32% surge in gold production last year. The Ghana Chamber of Mines attributed the development to an increase in production in both small and large scale mining. But according to Dr. Tony Obeng, mining communities particularly will continue not to enjoy the full benefit of the extractives if successive governments fail to plan properly.
We need to plan, including mining as a major contributor. We should not just wait and then looking at the budget and so mining will give us 300 million. This will give us, and that's all. It doesn't happen that way. It is easy for one to say that, the mining company should have developed the place. But truth be told, no company goes anywhere to develop the place. And that's where government has to come in and plan and then look at the value chain and say, I am using mining as catalyst for development. It cannot be the main tool for development, but it can catalyze effective development.
That's Dr. Tony Obeng. In a related development, the Ghana Cocoa Board has admitted that some cocoa farmers are cultivating the produce in forest reserves, but adds the practice is not widespread. Now, it follows a European Union regulation to blacklist commodities and products associated with deforestation and forest degradation. While speaking to 3FM, Head of Public Affairs at Cocoa Board, Fifi Boafo, says steps are being taken to halt cocoa cultivation in forest reserves. And we'll hear from him in subsequent bulletins. If you stay with us, we can take a listen to him now.
And if your farm is located in the forest, obviously the cocoa board will not buy from you, or you will not get a card that will aid you to be able to sell your cocoa. So there are sanctions, or there's a punishment regime that has been put in place, and the farmers, apart from the sensitization, know that if you go ahead and do so, you will not be able to sell your cocoa. And let me state that the EU regulation, of course, is mindful of the fact that in time past, some persons have gone into the forest zones. But this takes effect from 2020.
Fifi Boafo is a PRO of Cocoa Board. To some security-related matters now, and the Ghana Police Service has commenced investigation into a viral video believed to have originated from the Upper East region in which a female victim is seen being molested. In the said video, the teeming youth are seen harassing and beating up the helpless woman after they stripped her naked. The incident is believed to have happened at Zebila in the Upper East region. Only last week, the Fulani community in Ghana complained about about targeted attacks on their members, but the police in a statement has called on the public to remain calm as efforts are underway to get the perpetrators arrested to face justice. Security analyst Adib Sani has been speaking since the video broke.
This is more like a VIP invitation to terrorists, because they always feed on local grievances and takes advantage of people's frustrations. So I would urge the security services to, as a matter of national security priority, ensure that these, hoodlums behind this act are strictly arrested and put behind bars and possibly prepared for court. Now that this has happened, it should give us the opportunity, in as much as it's despicable, to work to ensure that such act doesn't go unpunished.
That's security analyst Adib Sani, and will remain with security analysts because a consultant at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping and Training Center, Dr. Doke, says that until evidence or investigations is carried out into the shooting incident at Botiano, the families of the victims will not get respite. He's been speaking after the police issued a statement on Saturday, amongst many things, announcing that 5 individuals had died and others sustaining various degrees of injuries. The account of the police has been challenged, and according to Dr. Doke, the full revelations must come to bear.
You need 2 sides to know and come to a conclusion, and then you can recommend and go forward. But other than that, then this is what they have put out. Whether it is true or not, we need to have more engagement, stakeholders, to actually find out with their involvement also, to know what really happened.
Dr. Doke is a security consultant at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping and Training Center. To some other matters now, and heavy vehicular traffic has been predicted on the Spintex and Accra motorway in major parts of the capital as the reconstruction of the Tema motorway flyover project begins. And a statement from the Ministry of Roads and Highways announcing the decision said that through the Department of Urban Roads, they wish to inform the general public and all road users that owing to intense construction activities at the southern approach of the flyover on the motorway project, the Flowerpot roundabout bound traffic will experience some disruptions to traffic flow from the 13th of June 2023 to the 31st of October. The affected routes are Spintex, Bema Camp Road, Matechu Road, and motorists are kindly advised to follow the traffic management and diversion signs placed at designated sections of the road. And you're listening to the news here on 3FM 92.7. To some other matters now, and what was meant to be a normal shower between a father and son turned tragic when both got electrocuted following a faulty electric water heater at Tema Community 25. The family seeking justice in what they describe as an avoidable death which borders on standards and certification. George Queenan has the rest of the story.
Sister of deceased Evelyn cannot come to terms with the death of her brother Charles Segbeji Pongo and nephew Fifi Sevaji Segbeji Pongo. Both were laid to rest on Saturday, June 10. Evelyn narrates that her niece first got the shock from the water heater and reported to their parents, who in turn followed up to get it fixed.
On arrival, the doctors took a look at them and declared them dead. So the police were involved anyway. They did the postmortem later, and it was confirmed that they were electrocuted. We don't know because we went on the scene of the incident, but we believe that when my brother fell, the little boy may have touched him and the current passed from him to him.
She hopes their story will be the end to such recurrent deaths.
Absolutely, I want justice to be served because I have lost my brother and I've lost my nephew, and it is really painful, very raw. I wouldn't wish this on my enemy, and I wouldn't wish this to happen to anybody else.
sister of the deceased speaking to George Queenan in that interview. And that's it for this morning's edition of the news here on 3FM 92.7. As always, a lot more news if you log on to 3news.com. I am Eruic Mawuena Egbeta.